by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular mystery reading number 612. I'm going to start off with drawing out one card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to take a look at your current situation. Then I'm going to pull another card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to see the challenge or challenges that you are facing. And then I'm going to finish it off with one card from this box of cards, which are cards that I made myself. If you didn't already know, I'm going to use that card to see what support or advice your spirit guides have. Could be the universe, your ancestors, or anything else that you believe in. For someone specific, or many people, your ancestors might be really trying to come through and connect with you, especially if you watched the reading that I uploaded yesterday. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and before I get into this reading, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person, so if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So, I did see the number 1, 2, 3. That's a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. And with me sneezing there could be something significant here about blessings as well. Perhaps there's something here that is going to pay off in the future, in the near future, in general. No matter where you are on your journey, it feels like you are on that trajectory to receive a blessing or many blessings. The number 612 brings the energies of unconditional love, trusting yourself, and balance. Not only is loving yourself unconditionally going to bring more balance into your life, but also so is learning to trust yourself. It's almost like they kind of go hand in hand, where like unconditionally loving yourself is also about trusting yourself, and trusting yourself is also about unconditionally loving yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself about any decisions that you regret or mistakes or anything that you feel is imperfect about yourself. For somebody in particular, these high standards that you have over yourself could be reflecting in the high standards that you have over other people, and that might be a little bit problematic, but only think that if it resonates. So for your first card, I have the King of Wands. So in your current situation, there is someone here who is feeling very passionate. Your actions are aligning with your passions. You might be feeling more like a leader. The card here says inspirational, attraction, big picture, visionary. In reverse, it says deceptive, selfish, ruthless, aggression, but it did come out upright. So this is somebody who, what really stood out to me was the bigger picture, visionary, and attraction. Maybe it's time for you to look at the bigger picture in a certain situation, take more of your focus off of the details and the little things. Yeah, the feeling of perfectionism is coming through. There's a weight here coming from that might be weighing you down. The King of Wands here, to me, is a very free and powerful energy. And I feel like you're being called to reflect that, so that way you can create a liberating reality that reflects who you truly are instead of who you expect yourself to be. But this is like details wise. It's not bigger picture. It's like you're being very picky about little things about yourself. And it isn't fair to yourself to do that. I feel like there is something here that you could be attracting or that you need to align yourself with to make it more magnetic towards you, if that makes sense. It could be a person, could be an opportunity related to work or a project. It could be anything. Since the King of Wands is upright, this is a positive energy. And it's interesting, I'm thinking about all of the fire that comes with the Wands suit, and the Ancestor Spirit Oracle deck that I used yesterday has fire on the back of the cards. So allow your passions to empower and elevate you. And I just saw 555, embrace change. Let's see what the challenge or challenges are. Okay, so I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I almost wanted to say the Knight of Wands. So there's lots of passion here, but there's a lot of impulsive energy. There's a distracted energy. I feel like it's your energy. The King of Pentacles is someone who is focused, determined, consistent, committed, and when it's in reverse, it's kind of the opposite of that, but it's because your mind is elsewhere. There's something here about your thoughts and your feelings aligning with your actions. Definitely take like your perspectives, your beliefs seriously. Be careful with what you believe or how you perceive things, especially yourself. Again, I do feel called to tell you to embrace change. Allow yourself to heal. It feels more like this King of Wands is kind of a goal, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is kind of where you're at. You do have the potential to attract your desires, that healthy relationship, that stable job that aligns with your purpose, etc., etc. You could be attracting things and people that don't reflect who you are because your expression doesn't reflect who you are. You might feel or think a certain way on the inside, but on the outside it is not reflected, and you are being encouraged to change that so you don't have to face any more disappointment or losses in life, which you can't completely rid yourself or those possibilities from happening in life, but you can significantly reduce the frequency in which they occur. I'm also feeling that frequencies in general could be significant for someone, maybe like an audio frequency, or I don't know. I know there's certain meditations out there that focus on frequencies, but I'm also feeling something here about attraction again. You're not on the right frequency. It's almost like if you want a certain radio to play or a certain station, but you're not on the right frequency. But you can change that. You can be on the right frequency. You just have to be willing to embrace change and to do what you need to do to reflect the King of Wands here. Somebody who is independent, willing to do things differently, and led by their passions rather than material things like your image, or, well, I guess that's not really material. Let's say certain people or relationships in your life, or a certain job that's not meant for you. I do feel someone here who could be feeling quite frustrated. One second. And it's important that you focus on this frustration, not to dwell on it, but to understand it, work through it, and transmute that energy. feel like your frustration is trying to tell you something about your inner world and how it needs to align with your external reality. This is about authenticity and expressing yourself honestly, trusting and believing that those people and those opportunities that are truly meant for you will find you. For your last card, I have the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, I'm struggling to release control. That makes a lot of sense. This Hangman energy, since it is a major arcana from the tarot cards, it's a strong energy. Upright, it says, I'm staying present and know that this is where I'm meant to be. That makes sense why that message of trusting that everything happens for a reason came through in the beginning of the reading. You have to understand that if you change and transform on the inside, so is your external reality, so are your relationships. Your job might change, your lifestyle might change. Like I've been saying, there's a general message here to embrace change and allow what's not meant for you to leave. You might have to experience loss before you can reduce how often it happens in your life in general, if that makes sense. Like, things have to be broken down. There's some sort of foundation here that needs to be broken down, an unstable foundation, so that way a new, more stable foundation can be built. Maybe there's a certain person that you're struggling to let go, you're struggling to change jobs or to commit to the idea of doing that, or to implementing a healthier habit. And you need to look deeper at where this resistance is coming from, because it is blocking you from blessings. Oh, I'm so glad that came through in the beginning, because that's a really good reminder. We do block our blessings and the good and great things that deserve to happen to us whenever we show up in the world as someone other than who we truly are. Your thoughts matter, your feelings matter, what you're passionate about matters, what you believe in matters, and you need to express that outwardly, those things outwardly, so that way you can attract people and things that also believe that those things about you matter. And don't trap yourself in the idea that that's not possible, that you can't find those people or those things that understand you and respect who you are, because that's a lie. There are 8 billion of us on this planet, and we are more connected now than ever with the internet. And I just saw 1313, that's a sign of good luck. I'm feeling Wheel of Fortune energy, which they do say that the Wheel of Fortune can have something to do with luck. And I personally don't believe in luck. I believe in karma, and that we create our own luck. So if you feel like you're facing disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, don't be afraid to look at what you could do better to prevent that from happening, to prevent yourself from experiencing a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Hanged Man here has the number 12 on it. That comes down to the number 3, which further encourages you to express yourself, communicate, and heal. Your authenticity can heal you, and it might be challenging at first because not everybody's going to be receptive to it, but if you're patient and you trust the process, you trust the universe, your spirit guides, what you believe in, you can get to a place where after everything has come tumbling down and the dust has settled, things can start rebuilding, and you can start attracting those people who are meant for you and those opportunities that are meant for you. Heal and hold yourself accountable, because you deserve it. You deserve to have a life that you're fulfilled with. I just got the 9 of Cups type of energy, which can be the wish fulfillment card. The number 9 is also about your purpose. your wishes, your dreams, your deep desires, they can come true, of course, if they're realistic. But you have to be energetically aligned with them. And the best way to do that is to learn how to be yourself, learn how to be honest, and learn how to set boundaries and to say no to what you're not willing to accept, to what you don't deserve. I feel like the King of Wands also brings the energy of being assertive and standing up for yourself with passion and conviction. So moving forward, keep that in mind, because you're allowed to stand up for yourself, and you're allowed to demand healthy relationships and healthy workplaces and you know, whatever resonates for you. But I think the last thing I want to say is the more that you align your actions with what's truly going on the inside, the easier it will be to focus on your goals. Maybe there's something here that you're working on, or there's many things that you're working on, and for some reason you can't figure out why you can't stay committed. And maybe it's because you're not as passionate as you should be. And that's not to say to bring that passion out of thin air to make yourself more passionate. Maybe it's time to switch gears and try something different. And I think I did see 1616, that comes down to the number 77. It's a sign about wisdom. 77 comes down to 14, and that comes down to the number 5. So again, the last message here is to embrace change. So that is going to be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. And feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more and hear what's on your mind. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far and connected with me already. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference one way or another. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.